The end of the year is near, and for a YouTuber that means you have to look back on the year that has passed, the year 2022. So now, if you take a close look back here at my display wall, you see that some spots are empty. And that is because I already picked my favorite Hot Wheels mainline cars of the year 2022. And in this video I will show you my personal top 10 my favorites of the year 2022. So if you are wondering about this weird perspective, that is why. Because the first guy is already here on the rotator. This is my personal number 10, the GMC Hummer EV. Brand new casting for 2022. First version came out in yellow. But before we go on, I wanted to say I'm pretty sure you would have picked some other cars, maybe completely 10 other models. But you know, Hot Wheels is bringing out so many cars every year, and if you do not focus just on new castings, what I didn't do, then there is a huge choice, a huge variety. So maybe if you want to write in the comments down below which were your favorite Hot Wheels mainlines of the year 2022. So let's get back to number 10. As I mentioned, first version came out in yellow. I think this is a very cool casting. Details on the back and in the front, very crisp details. And let's take a look from the top. You can see that the roof is half opened and there is a skateboard here in the bed, and that are details that I do really like. So the first version in yellow, and then we saw it in this really nice orange color, dark orange, also looking very good. So that was number 10, and we put one to the side and the very first version into the parking lot. And we go on with an unlicensed model, which is the Dimachinni Velove. This is my personal number 9. So you know, I'm not too much into unlicensed Hot Wheels cars, but this guy, in my opinion, is looking very good. I would say this mimics a sports car, Italian sports car of the 1970s. Comes with a lot of deco on it. Yeah, and it's just looking good. So we saw it in blue and then we saw it in red, also looking very good. The third version, I think, is in green, and I will definitely get that because this is a casting I will definitely collect. So also into parking position. Now let's get to number 8. So this is definitely not a new casting. This is the Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT. I think the casting is from 2018, but look at this deco. I think this just looks fantastic, this Borla deco. And this is definitely one of my highlights of the year. The first version was the black one. And then we also saw it in white, also looking very, very good. We saw the same deco on the Jeep Gladiator, also in black and also in white, but I have to say I prefer the Silverado version. Yeah, just looking good. So this, the black version was the first version. So this was number 8. Now, here we see another new casting. This is a 1995 Jeep Cherokee, a car that I do really like in reality because, yeah, you know, it's this kind of edgy design, a little bit like a G-Wagon, looking very rough, and I do like that. I like this green color, really, really nice. We got a lot of details on this model right here. On the back window, got some details here on the doors. It's coming with a winch. We got a roof rack with a lot of stuff on it, just part of this inner plastic piece, and we got some jerry cans and a spare tire on the back. So showed up in green first, and then we saw this version bright red, also looking good, but I would say I prefer the green one. So into a parking position. Oops, sorry. We go on with this one, also new for 2022. This is the Pagani Zonda R. And this one is coming with a really nice matte black livery and also a lot of details. As you can see here on the top, we have the shape of the Pagani logo that you can see here on the wing in the colors of Italy. Got some really nice details on the side, these golden rims. As far as I can see, this one has no interior, but I have to say I don't care. I think this one, if you consider this one, you can get it for €1 here in Germany, at least in some stores, still in some stores. A real beauty that looks very good on display. So now moving on to Porsche, the 911 GT3, a new casting for 2022. I hope I didn't say 2021 before. Anyways, I mean, what can I say? It's just looking good. Who doesn't love Porsche? I mean, these cars are beautiful, and this model is beautiful too. We got lensed headlights that are part of this inner plastic piece. And as I said before, or maybe I mentioned before, it just makes the cars, or it makes the cars definitely look more realistic. But it even got better because this one, a little bit later, came out in matte black, and this is definitely the better version, the better color in my opinion. Just looking fantastic, even though the one I got unfortunately came with it's hard to see, scratched, a lot of scratches on the windshield, unfortunately. So we go on with number 4, which is this one here. The 1986 Toyota van. I mean, this is something different. I have to admit, I'm mostly into sports cars, hypercars and that stuff that everybody loves, but This 80s van just looks, yeah, very, very neat. It's a very cool casting. We have a sunroof, this, yeah, let's call it 80s deco on the side. And this one also has lensed headlights. So this is definitely another, yeah, very, very good €1 model in my opinion. Details on the back. And because we got lensed headlights, we got details on the front, so to say, and yeah, makes the cars look more realistic. First version in red, second version in silver. Also a very, very nice pair. And into parking position. Then we go on with the 1995 Mazda RX-7, and this one is also not a new casting, but take a look at this fantastic livery. I think it's such a beautiful casting, a beautiful car, and yeah, with this livery, just a really perfect combination in my opinion. White 10 spokes, just looking good. I mean, you don't see this Falken livery too often on Hot Wheels Mainlines. I'm not so sure if there was another car this year, but there was another version of this one, and that is also looking very good. And I think it's hard to say which is the better version. It also looks very good in blue and silver. So once again, although this is not a new casting, definitely one of the highlights of this year. So this was number 3. So here's my personal number 2, Porsche 935. And I hope I'm right when I'm saying that this is not the original 935. I think this is an homage to the 935 from 2018. I think they produced 70 or 80 of this guy here. The original one, I think, is this one here that we also saw in this year in this fantastic deco. So this is, I guess this is the original race car. And yeah, this is the homage, first version in red, but then it also came out in black with golden details. So yeah, very much like the Jump Player Special Deco, and the black version just looking fantastic. Definitely one of my highlights. I mean, for a mainline car, this just looks fantastic. If you display this one and you don't know that it's a, let's call it a cheap mainline car, I guess you won't notice that. So now, you are wondering what is my personal number 1, and yeah, I have to say it was kind of easy because this one is a real stunner. It's the LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia. I have to say, not too long ago, I wasn't into these, let's call them extremely tuned Japanese cars. But, you know, they are really growing on me, and this one is just fantastic. Look at all this deco on the side, on the hood, and even on the wing. And then, once again, we got these lensed headlights, and on top of that, it's hard to see from this perspective, we also got lensed taillights. I mean, these are the headlights and the taillights are part of this inner plastic piece, but I mean, who cares? I mean, it just, oops, this is excitement about this car. It's just fantastic looking, in my opinion. Really, really fantastic. I love the color combination, white and yellow. This is just looking good. And then we also saw a second version. It's like, yeah, I don't know if you can call it inverted colors. But this one is also looking very good. And I mean, these two as a pair, just fantastic in my opinion. So now, these were my personal Hot Wheels mainlines of 2022. So, and I'm really excited what were your mainlines, top 10, or maybe you can tell me what your favorite car was, or your 3 favorite cars. I mean, so many good cars, models came out this year, and I would really like to know about. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I say thank you for watching, happy hunting, and see you next time. Bye.